This is Seth Harper,
And I'm Asher Callio.
and this is the Living Uncharted podcast. What's up, everybody?
Bro,
Y'all
we're
probably
back.
thought we dropped off the face of the planet
We did.
temporarily.
Yep.
It turns out the Earth actually is flat,
Yep.
and Asher and I found the edge of it, fell off.
I've been saying it, but none of y'all ready for that conversation. So
Yeah,
that'll be another episode.
that's right.
So.
That's got to be a whole nother episode.
Dude, we could do a whole conspiracy
Conspiracy
theory
theory
episode.
Oh,
That'd be
yes,
epic.
absolutely. We have to.
We could get some of our kookiest friends on, and they just
We could have
hit us with all their weirdest.
We could have my dad back on. He can talk about, I don't know. He probably thinks that like the American government is in like cahoots with North Korea or something. I don't know.
I can't believe we didn't get into it at all for his episode.
I don't know. He's done a lot of other
Unfortunate.
stuff. It was kind of shocking.
He is a pretty interesting guy. Sans conspiracy theories.
Correct.
So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Well, yeah, we're back in the studio finally.
Yeah.
We apologize for being a little bit late dropping the next episode. There's just been a lot of stuff going on in our lives recently. We'll probably get into that a little bit.
We won't. We'll keep you in the dark.
We want you to be.
You don't. Our fans don't even deserve to know what's going on in our lives.
In fact, right before we started recording, Asher and I were just saying that we got to come up with a name for all of our fans, all the listeners.
Yep.
So if you guys have any ideas of what you would like to be called, send us a DM, leave a comment on our Instagram posts.
Don't get too juicy in the DMs because it is actually us.
Right.
We don't have a social media manager yet.
We are real people, and some people sometimes. So
yeah. Don't be fake with us because we'll be fake with you right back.
That's right. But yeah, it's been over a month since the last time we have actually recorded. Because I'm pretty sure the last time we recorded was with my dad.
Yeah.
And we ended up making 2 episodes out of that.
And we were hoping to record much sooner than this,
yes.
but we were looking at our schedules, and Seth was like, "Well, I graduate," and I was like, "So that means you don't want to record, or like we can work around that, right? Like that's we can work around that." And he said, "No, I guess it was like it had been planned for a while or something." So
yeah, I'm also just kind of lame if you guys haven't picked up on that. So yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, even today, it's still not going to be a super long episode due to further scheduling conflicts,
further complications.
We had to find basically just like a 45-minute interval where we could
a nugget.
This
is going to be a nugget of an episode.
Yeah. So yeah, I think today, we've got some stuff planned for future episodes. So don't worry, we're not running out of steam. Maybe we'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek into what we're thinking about, just so that you guys can get your salivary glands.
Whoa.
What was I going? Salivary glands marinating?
Oh.
Was that not it? Was that a song there?
If they're marinating, they're probably not alive anymore. So maybe not the marination so much.
Do whatever you want with your salivary glands as long as they're working properly.
In the privacy of your own home, man.
Correct. Yes.
Maybe keep that to yourself. But
you do not need to tell us what you're doing with your salivary glands.
No.
That can be left.
Although.
Whoa. All right. Well, Asher wants to know, so you can DM him privately. But yeah, so today I think we're just going to give a little bit of an update about what's been going on in our lives, maybe an extended microdose segment for today. And yeah, we'll leave you with something short and sweet before we. We'll at some point we'll figure out which days over our summer will work for both of us
Yeah.
to be able to record.
I
But
think this summer is gonna be real good
dude,
for recording.
I'm just excited for the summer in general.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of fun stuff.
I'm already I've already got a nice base tan in May, so it's looking up. I think uh I think I can change my skin tone by a couple swatches from Home Depot. So,
Become close to becoming a different race.
yeah. Yeah. At least more like when people see me, they'll be like, "Oh,
Is he Mexican?
is this guy from Polynesia?" And
Are
that's
Polynesian
really
people darker
what I'm.
skinned?
Oh yeah.
Maybe in my brain, I actually don't know what Polynesia is now that I think about it.
It's similar to amnesia, but nobody's ready for that conversation either. That'll be a different episode also. See you guys, there's lots to come.
The episode where we just discuss Asher's misconceptions
Discuss
about the
race.
meanings. No, oh, no, no, no. We
Olympic,
Olympic race?
track and
Is that what
field.
you were going for?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
lots of different races. And you know,
The Amazing Race. That's another one.
amazing race. I've
No,
done that one.
like
Not
actually.
on TV, but
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you had been on a reality TV
yep.
show and I didn't know about it, then
That'd be pretty weird. I I would have led with that for sure.
yeah, right. That you
Hi, I'm
would have heard
Asher.
about
I'm
that in the first
14 years
episode.
old. It's nice to meet you. Also, I was on a reality TV show.
Therefore, be friends with me because I'm pretty.
Therefore, I'm a pretty cool guy.
That's right. So yeah, let's see.
Anything boiling your blood lately, Seth?
I
Got to
was
get
thinking
out of the way.
I was thinking about that. Um, I don't know. In general, right now, I'm really just trying to work on myself to like be less annoyed with people. Because like,
Okay.
which yeah, that's I don't know. You guys that might think that's kind of crazy. Come to expect.
Seth might be in his like healing era. This is interesting. Let's go into this, Seth, a little bit.
Yeah, the skirt
What do you
that Taylor Swift was wearing in her most recent album that was actually inspired off of me. So,
Oh my gosh.
um, yeah, been there, done that. You'll have to, if any of you know my wife, you'll actually have to ask her about that. She has a skirt that's almost identical to the one that Taylor Swift was wearing, and but she got it before Taylor Swift wore it, and
Mm,
that's what she's pissed about because now people come up to
right. Everyone's like, wow,
her, you must
joiner.
like Taylor Swift, and she's like, no, I started this.
I've been doing this.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I've got a few things I can talk about that have been going on recently. I mean, Asher kind of teed it up a little bit, but I am now officially a college graduate as of
Yeah, yeah.
this past Saturday. I
And I'm now officially a college graduate watcher. I watched it happen.
dude,
So
that was hey, give respect to the people who aren't graduating and have to sit through the college
I'm
graduation.
putting in the work, baby.
Like so I had two different ceremonies. One was this past Friday. That was specifically for the business school. Because I guess I now have my BBA. Um, and then this past Saturday was the official ceremony for the entire school. Um,
And
and
Seth, maybe you can just explain to the audience. A BBA is pretty similar to a BBL, right? That's a similar
uh,
procedure.
well, you might have to enlighten me on what a BBL is. Um, I'm
I don't think so.
I'm not medically inclined whatsoever.
No, that's yeah. No, it's not.
No, BBA has nothing to do. It's not a medical term. It is a bachelor's of business administration is the full fancy nerdy term for that. Um, but yeah, so we had our main graduation this past Saturday, and Asher, because he's awesome, came down. Um, I think it's because he wanted to support me, right? That's kind of what I assumed.
Um,
I don't know if he had ulterior
well,
motives or anything.
no, I heard there was a hot tub and food afterwards, so
Oh, that's
that was
fair.
really the motivation.
That'd be enough to get me anywhere. I mean, like,
Noted.
yep. Um, and after that ceremony was done, um, me and my immediate family and Rowan's immediate family stuck around because Rowan, my wife, who is also just graduated with
Yeah, yeah.
bachelor's of science in nursing, she had her nursing specific ceremony pretty soon after the big one. And I texted Asher and I was like, "You didn't want to stick around for another ceremony?" And well, Asher, you can tell him what you
I
said.
said no, I don't care about Rowan that much. No, Rowan, if you're listening to this, care about you a lot. Um,
Hopefully, not too much.
unfortunately, what? Unfortunately, my butt just couldn't take any more of sitting on a metal bleacher, so
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. And like, I
I have a
believe you
weak
also
butt.
made a comment about how the speeches were super boring.
Yeah.
Which at the time I was like, "Come on, bro, the speeches were great." And then after I had to sit through Rowan's nursing ceremony, and that took forever. I was like, okay, I I understand the burden that it is. Because like Rowan only got to walk up there for like a few seconds, and that was really awesome. And I cheered really hard for that. But other than that, it was just hearing a bunch of names of people that I don't care about at all. Um, sorry, not
Wow.
sorry.
That it's confirmed Seth does not care about the future generation of nurses. Hmm, Seth.
I care about
Um,
one of them. That's got to count, right?
at the exclusion of all the other ones? Hmm,
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hey, I'm in my healing phase, all right? I'm not out of it, you know.
Okay, that's no, that's fair. Yeah,
Yep.
actually. You've
Um,
you've got a ways to go, clearly. Yeah,
I mean,
so
you're right, but you didn't have to say
keep working. Keep working.
it. But anyway, yeah. Sitting through the ceremony when you're not one of the people actively involved in it, it's a little tough. But that being said, um, I thought it was really good. I I especially liked the business school ceremony that I had the day before. Asher, you don't know about this because you weren't there because you were lame.
I
Um,
was not there.
but I uh, part of the ceremony, the dean of the business school was giving a couple shout outs to students who had accomplished a lot of stuff during their time in college in the business school, and I was one of the people he gave a shout out to, which I did not know about
Your
coming
parents did tell me that. Both of them were super, super excited about that. Yeah.
before. Oh, okay. See, I feel bad bragging about it, but I did feel pretty good about it, not gonna lie.
No, I don't think you should feel bad about it at all. I
Um,
think there are certainly things that it's like, okay, bro, you really gonna brag about that? But like, this was years of your life that you put into this. I think if you deserve to brag about anything, it should be that.
well,
So,
I appreciate you saying that. So yeah, that was super cool to hear. And yeah, I didn't know it was gonna happen when we RSVP'd for the business school ceremony. There was a fill in the blank box where you could put in some of your achievements that you thought you had, and um, I forgot about it.
most humble.
But then it was cool to hear my name at that point. Um, and yeah, we that night had a really nice meal with my brother, my wife, my dad, and his friend. And then that Saturday, um, after Rowan's ceremony was done, we all went back to her parents' place, and Asher was there, and we all just hung out, hit the hot tub, had a couple brewskis. You know,
Went to the pool, hit the hot tub again.
I mean, I was only in the pool for probably 15 seconds. I'll
Yeah.
admit that it was really cold, and I acted like a baby for sure. Um,
It was probably 60 degrees, but we did pretend it was a cold plunge.
I
And
think Rowan's mom actually said it was 69 degrees exactly. So when
no
she said
comment.
that while we were all in line waiting to get into Rowan's ceremony, and I said nice, and no one that at all,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
and I was like,
So I really should have been there.
you should have, you should have, you could have given me the validation that apparently I so desperately needed."
Man, this really is your healing era.
It
You're
is.
just
It
finding all these things out about yourself.
absolutely. Um,
Man.
so yeah, that was a big thing that happened. For the sake of time, I want to make sure that I'm not the only one talking throughout this episode. So,
No.
Asher, you wanna give the listening audience any updates about yourself?
Yeah, so I as most of you know, I'm in my first semester of firefighting classes at the technical college.
Oh, yeah.
And today was my last day in class for the semester. So,
Ooh.
um, yeah, we're prepping for our state tests tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So I'm not officially done yet, but um, all the grades for the classes are going to be in either tonight or Sunday. Um, Pretty proud of my grades this
Dude, that's all.
semester. I only had two classes, so it was a pretty pretty light semester,
Hey,
but
that's two more than some people. All right.
yeah,
So
it was the two I needed for this semester. So, um,
sweet.
yeah. So that's going well. I took my first of three state tests yesterday and did really well on it. So,
Awesome.
yeah, feeling good about that.
What are
I
the
did.
state tests for? Like, is that to just be like firefighter certified, or like what's the deal with that?
So the one yesterday, um, was our awareness operations level test for the hazardous materials technician um, certification. But that was hazmat technician is like a step above awareness operations. So you have to get awareness operations to be technician, um, but you probably won't use it much. Um, but yeah, it was good to know that I could at least test well at that level. Um, Wisconsin has never had I don't know if I told you this, Seth. We've never had a hazmat technician state test, and about 2 weeks before finals, they let us know that we would be testing hazmat technician at the state level. So we're all like, okay, um,
I
we
feel
didn't
like they should have
we didn't
bothered you
know.
in a whole
Right. That's
thing.
what all of us said because we're lazy.
Well, like two
But
weeks, that's nothing.
right. So we were like, okay, so how do we study for that?
What do we do?
And our instructors were like, haha, funny thing, we don't know either because we've never taken the test because nobody has. We're like literally the first people ever to take this test. So there's the practical and the written portion of it. And one of our instructors is an absolute legend, and he's literally taking the test with us.
Even though he doesn't
Because
have to.
no, he doesn't have the certification either. He's like, I want to be state certified.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, something tells me he'll get a pretty good grade. But yeah, he's a great instructor. Todd Danon at Fox Valley Tech, hazmat instructor. Um, yeah. Seems like he really like legitimately cares about like our development and our learning. So he like crammed a ton to try to prepare us for um what the state test would be like. And yeah, he's a good dude.
That's,
Um,
so you guys are like pioneers in this thing.
yeah, yeah, we're the guinea pigs. That's what they did. They didn't call us pioneers. They called us guinea pigs. So
Pioneers way cooler.
we'll see if we pass or not. But yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow is the firefighter state test, and then Sunday is the hazmat technician. So 6 a.m. Sunday and or Saturday and Sunday. That'll be fun.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
They want us to take like a multiple choice. I think it's 100 question test
Jeez.
at 6 a.m. And so yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Was that
But
your only option? Like you had to take it at 6 a.m.?
yeah,
Dang.
yeah, no, there's no other times. Um,
How long is it estimated to take?
I think you get an hour for it,
Okay.
which was more than enough time for the other one, but I guess we'll see. Um, yeah, I'm not really concerned about the time, but like as soon as we're done with the written, we go straight into doing actual skill stations for the practical. So
That's so cool that the practical part is actually a part of the exam.
it is cool. Yeah. Um,
Probably a little nerve-wracking.
also that, yeah, it's it's cool and nerve-wracking because you get to like kind of show what you know a little bit, but if you don't know it, then you feel kind of stupid. Um, but I mean, it's really cool because I think I've talked about this before. I've had the same um group with two other guys the whole semester. Um,
That is pretty epic.
so our group cohesion is high. It's pretty cool.
Camaraderie off the
Yep.
charts.
It's it's crazy. We are brothers. Literally forged in the fires of fire. So
Fire. Yeah, right.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna leave now. Feel like it's only appropriate.
What is the fire of fire, Asher?
Um, to answer that question, you have to watch the famous movie Backdraft. That's like 40 years old.
I have no idea
And
what.
it's a firefighting movie
Okay.
that one of our instructors told us to watch and none of us did. So, psst.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
That's that's college 101 there for you.
All right, you're gonna want to watch this.
No, I'm not gonna want to do that.
We did not watch it. There's lots of things through the semester that I should have been watching, but
Have you seen the most recent Indiana Jones movie?
yes,
Okay. I I really
I watched it at your house.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're totally right. Yeah. I'm kind of
We
dumb.
were all dead that day. Oh my gosh. What were we doing earlier? Why
Was
were we all so tired? Wasn't it a weekend?
Bruh, I don't know.
That's
I barely remembered that you were there watching it with us.
that's
Um,
offensive, honestly.
yeah, that's my bad.
You should remember every movie we've ever watched together.
Oh, geez. That's another episode where I just try and recall all the movies that we've ever watched together.
What a weird. And today we'll be testing Seth's working memory.
Well, and who's gonna verify that?
Fact
I
checkers from Twitter.
anyway, the reason I
X.
bring up
Sorry.
oh, it's all good. The reason I bring up the Indiana Jones movie is because I felt called out when there's a scene at the beginning where Indy is giving a lecture and he's like, all right, guys, come on. This information was all in the textbook reading I assigned tonight.
Everyone read the textbook, right?
since none of you read it, I guess I'll spoon feed it to you. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. I haven't read a textbook in probably 2 years. So, but hey, I got my degree. So what does that say?
Shabam.
Yeah.
I was not very good at reading the textbook for my EMT semester, but I I've actually read almost all the reading assignments this semester,
There you go.
which is wild. And
Yeah,
I
I
feel
don't,
like my grade is better because of it. But
yeah, I don't love having to learn from a traditional textbook.
yeah,
If if for a
it's
class,
very boring.
yeah, if for
I
a
feel like
class,
it doesn't matter what the textbook is either.
yeah, it's just the way a lot of them are written is
Yeah,
just really dry. And so usually if a professor would assign like a few different articles or something like that,
sure.
usually I'll be more
Read
willing
into those. Yeah.
to read those. Um, like if I have to read 100 pages, I would rather you give me 10 10-page articles to read than just
Mm,
100 pages of a textbook.
sure.
Um,
Break it up a little bit.
yeah, just a psychological thing, a false sense of achievement, I guess, as you're
Yay!
going along.
Two papers read already.
That's right. Yeah.
Instead of 20 pages. Yeah, that is an interesting it it's an interesting look into how your brain breaks up information
Yeah. Or like thinks about accomplishing tasks.
and like dopamine response. Maybe that's a little too highbrow for this
Yeah.
podcast,
You
but
lost, bud. Ew, I just called you bud. I'm sorry. I hate it when people call me bud. That's my bad.
dude, yo, wait. That's definitely my gripe with the
I'm s-
world
I'm surprised I haven't
for
talked about
this
it
episode.
earlier. You can talk about your
Oh.
explain why it's awful to be called bud.
Bud, or I don't think I've ever got Bud, but Buddy.
Mm,
Mm. Do you want to fight? Call me Buddy one more time, and you will see exactly the airspeed velocity of my fist, of an unladen fist.
ugh, I agree. It's the worst.
It's
But
just so, and I don't even know if the people saying it know how condescending it sounds, but
yes, condescending. Exactly. That's exact.
it's like Buddy should be reserved for a 50-year-old man calling his son's friend like Buddy. That's the
Or
only, or like an uncle to a young nephew.
yeah, like a young kid. Yeah, exactly. Because like I when I'm talking to like kids sometimes, like a 7 8 year old, I'll call them buddy.
Sure.
Because like when you're calling someone buddy, you're implying that there is a
That
divide.
they're cute.
Yeah, like they're cute. There's a divide between the two of you in terms of life experience, in terms of maturity, in terms of um just I don't know. It's very demeaning in my
Right.
experience. Um and so yeah, because like I'll call a 7 year old buddy. How do you think it makes me feel when someone else calls me buddy? I feel like a 7 year old, right? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Like the correlation
yeah,
is
100%.
not easy. It's not hard to understand. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
But so yeah. Yep, that's a big one. If you're out there, um, if you really want to insult me, call me. Otherwise, if you want to remain friends with,
Hey, buddy.
um, please avoid that term, boss. You can call me anything else, probably. Like, I don't know if there's another. I don't think there's another word that I would take more offense to if someone called me it. But
Don't call me buddy, but if you want, you can call me yours. Wow, 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 wow.
and there we go. We pivot to the next news item. Asher's new lady friend.
Hey, I'll talk about it.
Yeah, we only have a few more minutes left, but you should give that little bit tidbit update.
Yeah, I'm dating a girl. She's
That's
cute.
good.
I no. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
Yeah, just keep on moving past that one.
Yep, we're going on 3 weeks. Yeah, I'll give more updates as time goes on.
You
There's
don't
no
want to
label.
let us know her
There's
name.
no label yet. I'm gonna keep it mysterious for a little bit.
All right. Hey, you know what? That's kind of a power move right there.
Well,
Awesome.
now that you're calling it out as a power move, it
It loses the
doesn't
power.
seem very powerful
It
anymore.
loses the power once it's been called out as a power move. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, I don't know. Another cool thing I wanted to mention quick is um I'm in a summer softball league through the Madison Rec League this year. We had our first game on Wednesday. It was a ton of fun. Um, Hitting a softball is so much different than hitting a baseball, especially when you're used to hitting a baseball like I am, because like it's slow pitch softball, so it's just a slow over the top arc that the ball is being thrown at. And I struck out in my first at bat because I found myself just like lunging after the ball, like I was too eager to hit it. And I don't know, you kind of just have to like wait for it, like literally
Wait for it.
consciously wait for it to come to you. Um, but yeah, that's super fun. The guys I'm playing with, I didn't know any of them um before Wednesday. They just recruited me because I was a free agent on like the Madison Rec League site, and they needed an extra player. So, um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a good way to get exercise. Um, we all just kind of stick around and like drink beer afterwards and like get to know each other. So it was vibes were peak right there.
That honestly sounds like your sweet spot.
It's That's kind of what I want out of life, low key.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like 70-year-old Seth will probably still be throwing pitches and cracking bats,
Dude, I hope so.
drinking brewskis with the boys.
I I'll definitely still be cracking brewskis with the boys. Um, I really hope that my body is still in shape to be able to do that at that age. Um, because yeah, here's the th well, I'm probably not going to pitch at all this year because learning to throw strikes with a softball is another thing. It's not easy. Um, because yeah, you got to like lob it in there at just the right point to get it over the plate. Um, and I'm sure I'd get used to it eventually, but since I have no practice doing it, I'll just go somewhere in the field and I know I can play there. So, um, but yeah,
Nice.
that's a cool thing. Um, Asher, anything else for you as we start to wrap up here?
I think we should hit him with the microdose. Even though this whole episode has kind of been
I thought
one
the whole
big
episode it
microdose.
was a microdose.
Um,
Asher,
a
Asher tells me
macrodose, if you will.
he so before the episode started, I asked him what time he needs to be done. He said 4:45. It is currently 4:43.
Yep.
And so, hey,
I've got time.
all right, grip it and rip it, man. Do it.
Oh my gosh. Um, so my microdose goes back a couple weeks. I think this is like 2.5 weeks ago. Um, I asked said girl to go to this Christian formal with me that a couple different campus ministries were collaborating on at UWO. And she said yes. We danced the night away. It was great.
So romantic.
It was pretty great. Um, learned some swing dancing moves there, and we already knew some from our own practice. Um,
Sorry, when you said
so
practice, I thought of like a law practice or something, and I was
yeah, our own practice of dons. Um, and then took her to do some trespassing. After that, took her up on a roof in Oshkosh.
is it the one?
Saw the city. It's the roof, yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
And then we walked around in the rain at night for like 2 hours. It
Dude.
was it was perfect. It was perfect.
La da da, la da da, la da da. Yeah,
And that's it. Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
What was that song?
I don't know. I think I was going for like a Sound of Music vibe, I think.
Hmm.
Um,
The trees are alive
yeah.
with the sound of music. So,
Any Lord of the Rings fan would know that.
oh no.
Uh,
Yeah.
trees are always alive, they're always watching you. Um, yeah. Since since this whole episode has kind of been a microdose, I don't feel the need to
I
share.
know you've got another dose in there, Seth.
Well, here's the thing. I do want to kind of tee up some of the things that we'll have coming.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
A pre microdose, if you will.
yeah,
Hmm.
because I really want to get people excited for what we got coming. So, Asher, you want to give a quick uh intro for our next guest that we're potentially maybe having?
Yeah, so we're having on my friend Nate Frenberg. Um, it'll probably be our very next episode. We've got to schedule some stuff with him, but yeah, we'll get into it in the episode. Um, but he is a father, a husband, and a hunter, and I would say that pretty much and a steadfast follower of Jesus. So I'm excited um, to obviously I know him. I know a little bit about his life, but I'm excited to hear some of his stories and um, how being a hunter has um, influenced his walk with God and the other way around. So I'm excited for that one.
Awesome. Good deal. On top of that, I'm pretty sure we'll have an episode coming up soon, very similar to the episode we had a while back. That was a trivia episode. But I think we're going to do the format a little bit differently this time. Where I'm pretty sure on the last episode I'd mentioned that there was a board game that I was thinking of, but we hadn't gotten access to. And I believe that now we have located someone that we know who has the game.
We tracked it down.
So the next format will be more of a competition between Asher and I as we'll be reading questions back and forth to each other. So I think that'll be a bit more fun for us and also a bit more fun for you guys as a listening audience
Yeah,
along with. Uh, so yeah, I think that's all for now.
nice. All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next episode, and until then, go forth and live uncharted.